I feel really drawn to Gothic fiction because it's the most exciting thing to me. Big, scary houses, beautiful wrought iron gateways, mysterious people with secrets.
Gothic novelist Anne Rice was born in 1941 and spent her childhood in New Orleans.
Everything about the city I loved. I used to walk around and just look at these old antebellum Greek Revival homes in the Garden District, and I found it very inspiring.
In 1961, Anne married Stan Rice, and the couple moved to California, where she started writing.
That's where I wrote Interview with the Vampire, and I think it was sort of a love letter to New Orleans, a dream of going back and re-entering the romance of my native city.
Rice's first book, Interview with the Vampire, was released in 1976. Over the next 29 years, Rice would write 9 more books in her Vampire Chronicle series, including Queen of the Damned, which topped the New York Times bestseller list in 1988.
In 1976, I can tell you, when Interview with the Vampire was published, there were no other mainstream vampire novels.
In 1983, Rice released The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty, the first in her S&M Erotica series.
I had never found a pornography or an erotica that was what I wanted. I felt that most erotica was hack work that condescended to the audience, and I wanted to write something that felt very authentic to me, no matter how extreme.
Raised Catholic, Rice returned to the church in 1998, and soon after had a brush with death.
I almost died in a diabetic coma. I didn't know I had diabetes, type 1 diabetes. I woke up in the hospital. It took me a long time to get over the feeling that I should have died on that day. You know, that some sort of mistake had been made.
Inspired by her rediscovered faith, Rice wrote 2 novelizations based on the life of Jesus Christ.
I set out to make Jesus in those novels a living, breathing character for the reader. Whether the reader was a believer or a Christian didn't matter.
After 10 years, Rice publicly broke from the Catholic Church in 2010, citing differences in belief on several issues like gay marriage and birth control.
I've come to believe that God is not necessarily found in organized religion, and that no religion really can own God or deny you access to him, that he's there for everybody.
Rice's books have been adapted for stage, television, and film, including 1994's Interview with the Vampire starring Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
I'm the only woman in America who's ever been played by Brad Pitt in a movie, because I was Louis in Interview with the Vampire and he played me on the screen. So I have a special devotion to Brad.
In 2011, Rice started a new book series, The Wolf Gift Chronicles. The second book, The Wolves of Midwinter, was released in 2013.
I don't think writers pick this. I think you realize you feel this way. You know, you don't set out to write about cowboys or detectives or vampires. It sort of happens to you. You discover it.